So I'm Inge Kerklo-de Vief. I'm leading the Innovation Entrepreneurship Institute at CDL-Paris, and I'm the co-site lead of CDL-Paris together with Professor Sebastian Becker. And we're here with our team together with Emmerich Penven and the team members to join this super session. Extremely excited to be here. In Paris, we are running AI stream, climate stream, we are participating to the space stream, and we have a next-gen computing stream, which is actually very interesting because we do this jointly together with CDL Berlin, ÖSMT, and some other stakeholders in Germany, like TUM in Heilbronn, and this also thanks to the Dieter Schwarz Stiftung. So our next-gen computing stream actually supports founders exploring new computing concepts and algorithms designed to unlock the full potential of computing power while reducing energy consumption. And this partnership also reflects this cross-border ambition we have in Europe, and to see that the growing importance of Europe as a deep tech frontier, hopefully. This year, 35 deep tech ventures graduated from CDL-Paris across all streams. And we did, for the very first time, we created 2 awards, one for mentors, one for students, just to recognize their exceptional engagement. And we'd like to congratulate our mentors, André Pitti, Olivier Perkel, Alexander Robinson, Ronald Aschen, and Karen Bach, and our students, MBA students, Idris Sadiq, Mihir Vaida, and Lindsay Martin, for their outstanding engagement. Nothing would be possible without the mentors, so again, thank you all to all of you, to all the mentors here in the room. Representing CDL Paris and Berlin throughout the CDL NextGen computing stream is Rhonexum, amazing startup. The semiconductor industry designs chips using room temperature models, then deploys them near absolute zero in quantum computers, space hardware, and other extreme systems. The model doesn't match the reality yet. Vicente Carbon and his team at Rhonexum, a spin-out of EPFL in Switzerland, built an RX model to close the gap. Simulation software validated to minus 220 degrees Celsius, cutting development time and design risk by up to 90%. You would like to learn more? Please join me in warmly welcoming Vicente on the stage. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, how are you? A bit of excitement today, a lot meeting, a lot of people to talk with. Can I have a round of applause, please? All right. So, my name is Vicente Carbon. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Rhonexum. At Rhonexum, we're developing low-temperature electronics for quantum scalability and space applications. We are designing microchips, the same ones that run on your phone, that can operate at minus 270 degrees Celsius. Sounds boring? Let me bring you into the past first. About 60 years ago, the first man stepped on the moon. It's an amazing accomplishment, since to this day it's the furthest point humankind has ever reached, physically, of course. What you might not know is that the onboard computer had only 4 kilobytes of RAM. It's a bit of a rudimentary technology for today's standards, since our smartphones have about 1 million times more computational power than the Apollo 11 landing module. It's a bit ironic that we use it to spend time on social media. In comparison, quantum computing is also at its first steps. It's finding breakthroughs in aerospace, automotive, AI, finance, and drug discoveries. I've been told that this slide is a bit too complex. If you want to talk more about it, just reach out. Coming back to the classical computing, the first classical computers were bulky, expensive, energy inefficient. However, the first time we got in touch with this technology, we realized that we could never come back. However, this technology had to evolve, had to find new innovations, new ways to scale, new way to get it affordable. And today, every single one of us has at least 2 computers, one on their hands and one on their laps. It shows how innovation can bring a technology that seems unreachable into a modern commodity. Similarly, quantum computers are currently operating a few hundred qubits and at most 1,000 qubits. And they are the size of rooms, similar to classical computers at the time. This technology has to evolve technologically since we need to get to 500,000 to 1 million qubits to solve the most complex problems we aim at solving. However, the future does not look appealing as shown on the slide because personally, I don't want to lose my football match because there's a quantum computer on the field. This is where Rhonexum comes in. We are bringing the same miniaturization revolution that classical computing faced. We are bringing transistors that can just scale the miniature size, and we're using the same supply chain ecosystem that just make your computers available. However, to bring miniaturization, we need to get closer to the qubits, to these famous qubits. And to get closer, we need also to withstand the same quantum environment that these qubits face, meaning extreme vacuum and extremely low temperatures. Current electronics does not survive at these temperatures without you tweaking it and designing it purposefully for low temperatures. By adopting this technology, you can reduce cabling complexity, energy inefficiency, and also affordability. And with the Rhonexum team, we are the best people to develop this technology since we are coming out from a university in Switzerland, EPFL, that has been researching and understanding the behavior of electronics at minus 270 degrees. At first, and this is a very interesting fact, we have developed a model that allows engineers to design at a low cost and at a fast speed these electronics. And we brought it to market. We went to quantum players and told them, hey guys, you have this software. If you want to develop your electronics, just go ahead. However, they came back to us and said, we would rather have the hardware than the tool that makes the hardware. So if you could bring us the hardware, that would be better. And this is where CDL stepped in and allowed us to pivot into a hardware-oriented company by bringing our software into a unique proprietary technology that our engineers are currently using. And into my almost final side of my presentation, I would like to thank CDL that brought us into the program at a very early stage. So you can see myself and my co-founder that are just a bit lost by hearing very experienced mentors in the semiconductor industry and explaining us how hard and how many challenges are facing us, but keeping the motivation high. And this is our last session where the mood lightened up and also brought better mentors to see that the complexity is also filled with fun. Alongside it, I want also to thank our mentors that I keep close, that I look forward to have them nearby and facing the future challenge. I want to mention them, so they're Jean-Blaise, Guillaume, Robert, Wolfgang, Nikolai, and I'm missing one, and Wolfgang, of course. I would also like to thank our venture manager, Alex, that took the chance on us to take us into the program when we were at the most early stage possible, just out of the lab a few months before she reached to us. And of course, the partners that make this program possible. As my last message, I want to share with you our next steps. Our engineers are currently designing the first circuit that will get into a dilution fridge into a quantum computer. It will be delivered at the end of the year, and the manufacturing will be running starting end of July. So if you are a quantum player, or if you know quantum people that are looking into scalability and enabling technologies to make the quantum revolution a reality, please reach out to me. I'm Vicente Carbon from Rhonexum. Thank you very much.